Southern Africa, a land of extraordinary beauty, diverse cultures, and unmatched natural wonders. Stretching from the southern tip of the continent to the vibrant heart of its wilderness, this region offers an unforgettable journey for any traveler. From the iconic deserts of Namibia, the rich wildlife of Botswana, to the breathtaking landscapes of South Africa, Lesotho, and Mozambique, each country offers something unique. Over the next hour, we will traverse the vast savannas, explore historic cities, and encounter the remarkable people who call this place home. Prepare yourself for a captivating journey through Southern Africa. We begin our journey in the mother city of Cape Town, South Africa. Nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and the imposing Table Mountain, Cape Town is one of the world's most iconic cities. It's a cultural melting pot, offering a fusion of history, modernity, and natural beauty. One of the city's most recognizable landmarks is Table Mountain. A hike or cable car ride up the mountain rewards visitors with panoramic views of the city, its beaches, and even Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 18 years. At the foot of Table Mountain lies the lively Victoria and Alfred waterfront, bustling with restaurants, shops, and museums. Cape Town's history is deeply rooted in its colonial past, but today it is a city thriving with innovation, art, and culture. The District 6 Museum serves as a somber reminder of the city's history of forced removals under apartheid, while the colorful houses of Bokap tell the story of Cape Malay culture. Just a short drive from Cape Town, we enter the Cape Winelands, home to some of South Africa's most famous wine estates. The towns of Stellenbosch and Franschhoek offer a perfect blend of historic architecture, fine dining, and world-class wine. Franschhoek, founded by French Huguenots in the late 17th century, is particularly known for its gourmet food and wine pairing experiences. Stellenbosch, with its oak-lined streets and centuries-old Cape Dutch buildings, serves as the heart of South Africa's wine country. The winelands are not just about wine. They are a place to indulge in the simple pleasures of life, whether it's savoring a glass of Pinot, hiking through the scenic Jonkershoek Nature Reserve, or exploring the rich history of the region. Stretching over 300 kilometers from Mossel Bay to Storms River, the Garden Route is one of the most breathtakingly scenic drives in the world. It winds through a land of contrasts, where towering mountains give way to verdant forests, and crystal-clear lagoons and rivers meet the Indian Ocean's rugged coastline. This journey offers a unique blend of adventure, tranquility, and discovery, capturing the spirit of Southern Africa. Our first stop along the route is the charming town of Knysna, often called the heart of the Garden Route. Situated on the edge of a vast lagoon, surrounded by ancient indigenous forests and the Knysna Heads, two dramatic sea cliffs guarding the entrance to the lagoon, this town is a haven for nature lovers. Knysna's lagoon offers a variety of water activities, including boat cruises, kayaking, and swimming. Visitors can explore the town's vibrant arts and craft markets or visit the Featherbed Nature Reserve, where walking trails wind through coastal forest and offer breathtaking views of the ocean and lagoon. No visit to Knysna is complete without sampling its world-famous oysters, which are harvested directly from the lagoon. The Knysna Oyster Festival, held annually, is a celebration of local food, culture, and adventure sports, attracting visitors from all over the world. For the adventurous, the park offers canopy tours through the forest treetops, where visitors can glide along zip lines and platforms high above the forest floor. Another highlight is the storm's river mouth, where a suspension bridge hangs dramatically above the churning waters below. Tsitsikama's coastline offers additional adventure activities like kayaking through its rivers, exploring its sea caves, and snorkeling in its protected marine areas, where visitors can encounter dolphins, seals, and sometimes even whales. Further along the garden route, we arrive at Plettenberg Bay, affectionately known as Plet to locals. This picturesque seaside town is home to some of the most stunning beaches in South Africa, with golden sands stretching out into the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean. Plettenberg Bay is famous for its relaxed atmosphere, making it the perfect place to unwind. Its beaches, such as Robberg Beach and Lookout Beach, are ideal for swimming, surfing, and simply soaking up the sun. But for those seeking adventure, Plet offers so much more. One of the highlights of Plettenberg Bay is Robberg Nature Reserve, a stunning peninsula that jets out into the ocean. Hikers can explore its scenic trails, with panoramic views of the sea on one side and rolling dunes on the other. The reserve is also home to a large colony of Cape fur seals, which can often be seen playing in the surf. From June to November, Plettenberg Bay becomes a prime spot for whale watching, as southern right whales migrate to the area to give birth and raise their calves. Alongside dolphins and seals, these magnificent creatures make Plet a true wildlife haven. Our next stop on the garden route is Wilderness, a serene town nestled between the Outeniqua Mountains and the Indian Ocean. Known for its quiet beaches, lakes, and rivers, Wilderness is a peaceful haven, perfect for those looking to connect with nature. The town is surrounded by the Wilderness National Park, a pristine natural environment of rivers, wetlands, and coastal forests. Canoeing along the Tranquility River is one of the best ways to explore the area, with bird life in abundance and breathtaking views at every turn. Wilderness is also known for its paraglider-friendly hills, offering adventure seekers the chance to soar above the coastline, with panoramic views of the Indian Ocean, rivers, and lush forests. One of South Africa's greatest treasures lies in the northeast of the country, Kruger National Park, one of the largest game reserves in Africa. Spanning nearly 20,000 square kilometers, Kruger offers an unrivaled safari experience, where visitors can witness the famous Big Five, lions, leopards, elephants, buffalo, and rhinos, in their natural habitat. Kruger National Park is not just about the Big Five. It's also home to a diverse array of wildlife, from cheetahs to crocodiles, and over 500 species of birds. The park's varied ecosystems include savanna, riverine forests, and dense bushveld, making it a paradise for nature lovers and photographers alike. A typical day in Kruger involves early morning game drives, when the animals are most active. As the sun rises over the African plains, the landscape comes alive, elephants lumber across the horizon, herds of antelope graze peacefully, and birds fill the sky with their calls. One of the unique features of Kruger National Park is the range of accommodation options available. From luxury lodges with panoramic views of the bush, to self-drive camping safaris, Kruger allows travelers to experience the wild at their own pace. The park is also home to some of the most iconic and endangered species on the planet, including the white and black rhinos. While poaching remains a constant threat, the efforts of conservationists and rangers in Kruger have made the park a beacon of hope for rhino conservation. Beyond the wildlife, Kruger is a place to connect deeply with nature. As the sun sets, the landscape is bathed in golden light, and the sounds of the African night take over: crickets, frogs, and the distant roars of lions. Our journey now takes us deeper into South Africa's Eastern Cape, to one of the country's most celebrated conservation success stories, Addo Elephant National Park. Established in 1931 to protect a dwindling population of just 11 elephants, Addo has since expanded to become the third largest national park in South Africa, covering a staggering 1,640 square kilometers. Today, the park is home to over 600 elephants, and its rich biodiversity includes the Big Five and many other species, making it one of the most important wildlife sanctuaries in southern Africa. The elephants are, of course, the stars of the show at Addo. These magnificent creatures roam freely across the park's diverse landscapes, large herds led by wise matriarchs, with playful calves following closely behind. The park is famous for having some of the largest tuskless elephants in Africa, a result of early 20th century hunting pressures that led to this unique genetic trait. Visitors to Addo are almost guaranteed to encounter these gentle giants, whether during a self-drive safari or a guided tour. The sight of elephants bathing in waterholes, cooling off in the midday heat, or stripping leaves from thorn trees is a spectacle that never fails to leave a lasting impression. Addo is unique in South Africa's national parks in that it stretches beyond its inland boundaries to include a marine reserve, extending all the way to the Indian Ocean. This makes Addo one of the few places in the world where you can see the Big Seven, the Big Five, along with two of the ocean's most iconic species, the great white shark and the southern right whale. The park's marine section includes the remote bird island, home to the largest breeding colony of Cape gannets on Earth, as well as endangered African penguins. The island serves as a protected breeding site, and the surrounding waters are a haven for marine life, including dolphins, seals, and the mysterious great white shark. Between June and November, the marine section also becomes a prime whale watching location, as southern right whales migrate to the South African coast to give birth and nurse their young. From the shore, visitors can witness these gentle giants breaching and rolling in the ocean, providing an unforgettable spectacle. Addo Elephant National Park stands as a testament to the power of conservation. What began as a desperate attempt to save a handful of elephants from extinction has grown into a thriving ecosystem that supports hundreds of species, both large and small. Today, the park is a model for community involvement in conservation, with local communities playing a crucial role in its protection. Rangers in Addo work tirelessly to combat poaching, monitor wildlife populations, and engage with local communities to promote sustainable practices. These efforts have helped restore balance to the park and ensure that future generations will continue to witness its wonders. Namibia is a country of breathtaking contrasts, where the stark beauty of its arid landscapes meets the raw power of its wildlife. From the rolling sand dunes of the Namib Desert, the world's oldest desert, to the remote savannas teeming with animals in Etosha National Park, Namibia offers an otherworldly experience unlike anywhere else on the planet. We begin our journey in the heart of the Namib Desert, where the world's tallest dunes rise dramatically from the desert floor. Sossusvlei, a salt and clay pan surrounded by these towering dunes, is one of Namibia's most iconic landscapes. Here, the desert's colors are most striking, shades of burnt orange, deep red, and golden yellow, especially at sunrise when the dunes are bathed in warm light. The Namib Desert is more than just a sea of sand. The dunes themselves are alive, shifting subtly with the winds and constantly evolving. Dune 45, perhaps the most famous dune in the area, stands 170 meters high and is a favorite for adventurous travelers who hike up its ridge to take in the panoramic views of the desert below. Not far from Sossusvlei lies one of the most hauntingly beautiful places on Earth, Deadvlei. This stark, white clay pan is dotted with the skeletal remains of ancient camel thorn trees, some of which have stood here for over 900 years. Deadvlei was once a thriving oasis, but as the climate changed and the dunes shifted, the water sources dried up, leaving these trees frozen in time. The trees, now dead but preserved by the dry desert air, create a surreal and dramatic landscape. Their dark, gnarled branches reach toward the sky, contrasting sharply with the orange dunes and bright white pan, creating an ethereal scene that seems almost otherworldly. The Namibian National Park, which encompasses Sossusvlei and Deadvlei, is one of the largest protected areas in Africa. It covers nearly 50,000 square kilometers of ancient landscapes, ranging from the towering dunes of the Namib Desert to the rugged mountains of the Naukluft Range. The park's diversity of landscapes offers visitors a variety of ways to experience its unique environment. From hot air balloon rides that take you above the dunes at sunrise to desert drives that reveal the intricate ecosystems that thrive in this harsh environment, the Namib is a place of wonder and discovery. Despite its arid appearance, the Namib is teeming with life. Animals such as oryx, springbok, and even desert-adapted elephants and lions have evolved to survive in these extreme conditions. The dunes may seem lifeless at first glance, but look closer and you'll find tracks of beetles, lizards, and other creatures that have mastered the art of desert survival. The park's diversity of landscapes offers visitors a variety of ways to experience its unique environment. From hot air balloon rides that take you above the dunes at sunrise to desert drives that reveal the intricate ecosystems that thrive in this harsh environment, the Namib is a place of wonder and discovery. From the desert interior, we travel west to the Atlantic coast, where the desert meets the ocean in the charming town of Swakopmund. Known as Namibia's adventure capital, Swakopmund offers a stark contrast to the desert. Here, cool ocean breezes replace the dry heat, and the German colonial architecture gives the town a distinctly European feel. Swakopmund is a place where adrenaline seekers come to play. From sandboarding down massive dunes to quad biking across the desert plains, there's no shortage of activities for the adventurous. For those who prefer to take it slow, a stroll along the beach or a visit to the town's cafes and craft markets offers a more relaxed way to enjoy the coastal vibe. The park's diversity of landscapes offers visitors a variety of ways to experience its unique environment. From hot air balloon rides that take you above the dunes at sunrise to desert drives that reveal the intricate ecosystems that thrive in this harsh environment, the Namib is a place of wonder and discovery. One of the most popular excursions in Swakopmund is a boat tour out to the nearby Walvis Bay, where travelers can encounter playful seals, dolphins, and even whales during the migration season. For a truly unique experience, visitors can head to Sandwich Harbor, where the towering dunes meet the ocean in a striking display of natural beauty. Heading north from Swakopmund, we reach one of the most desolate and hauntingly beautiful regions of Namibia, the Skeleton Coast. Named for the hundreds of shipwrecks that litter its shoreline, this stretch of coast is where the Atlantic Ocean's powerful currents meet the vast, shifting dunes of the Namib Desert. The Skeleton Coast is notorious for its thick fog, caused by the cold Benguela current meeting the warm desert air, which has trapped many a ship in its treacherous waters. These shipwrecks now stand as ghostly monuments to the dangers of this unforgiving coastline, slowly being consumed by the sand and the sea. Despite its barren appearance, the Skeleton Coast is teeming with life. Cape fur seals thrive along the shore, and inland, desert-adapted lions and elephants roam the dunes in search of food. It's a place of stark contrasts, where life and death, beauty and danger, are intertwined in the harshest of environments. Our journey through Namibia concludes in one of Africa's greatest wildlife reserves, Etosha National Park. Covering over 22,000 square kilometers, Etosha is dominated by the vast Etosha Pan, a shimmering salt flat that stretches as far as the eye can see. This pan, once a large lake, is now a parched, cracked expanse, but during the rainy season, it briefly fills with water, attracting thousands of flamingos and other waterbirds. Etosha is renowned for its abundant wildlife, and the dry conditions make it one of the best places in Africa for spotting animals, as they congregate around the park's waterholes. Elephants, rhinos, lions, leopards, and cheetahs can all be seen here, along with countless species of antelope, giraffes, and zebras. As the day draws to a close, the park's wildlife becomes even more active. Night drives offer a chance to see nocturnal species like aardvarks, genets, and hyenas, while the setting sun casts a golden glow over the park's extraordinary landscapes. Namibia is a land of timeless beauty, where ancient landscapes and modern conservation efforts come together to create a truly unique travel experience. From the towering dunes of the Namib Desert to the wildlife-filled plains of Etosha, this country invites you to explore its vast wilderness and uncover its many secrets. In Namibia, nature is not just something you observe, it's something you feel deep within your soul. As the desert winds shape the dunes and the stars fill the night sky, you can't help but feel a profound connection to this ancient land. Our journey now takes us into one of the most iconic wildernesses on the planet, Botswana. A landlocked country in southern Africa, Botswana is renowned for its commitment to conservation, its vast wildlife sanctuaries, and its stunning, diverse landscapes. From the world-famous Okavango Delta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, to the untamed beauty of Chobe National Park and the mystical Makgadikgadi Salt Pans, Botswana offers an unparalleled safari experience. The Okavango Delta is one of the most extraordinary natural phenomena on Earth. Formed where the Okavango River flows from the highlands of Angola into the Kalahari Desert, this vast inland delta is a lush oasis in the middle of one of the driest regions in Africa. Spanning up to 15,000 square kilometers during the annual flood, the delta is a unique, ever-changing mosaic of lagoons, channels, and islands teeming with wildlife. The seasonal floods that define the Okavango transform the landscape, creating a water wonderland that supports a rich biodiversity. The delta is home to a staggering array of animals, including Africa's Big Five, elephants, lions, leopards, buffalo, and rhinos, as well as hippos, crocodiles, and an astonishing variety of bird life. One of the best ways to explore the delta is by Makoro, a traditional dugout canoe that has been used by the local Bai people for centuries. Gliding silently through the papyrus-lined channels, travelers can experience the tranquility and beauty of this untouched wilderness, getting up close to the wildlife that calls the delta home. Hippos, crocodiles, and elephants frequently cross the water, while the trees overhead are alive with birds. Our journey through Botswana continues north to Chobe National Park, a place often referred to as the Land of Giants. Chobe is home to one of the largest concentrations of elephants in Africa, with over 120,000 elephants roaming its vast landscapes. The Chobe River, which winds through the northern edge of the park, is the lifeblood of this region, drawing enormous herds of elephants, buffalo, and other animals to its banks during the dry season. The sight of elephants in Chobe is truly unforgettable. Watching entire herds, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, cross the river, trunks raised as they swim from island to island, is a sight that leaves visitors in awe. Chobe is one of the few places in Africa where visitors can enjoy a safari by boat, offering a unique perspective on the wildlife. Chobe is also a haven for predators, including large prides of lions and elusive leopards. The park's open floodplains and riverine forests create ideal conditions for hunting, and sightings of these majestic animals are frequent. During the dry season, when water is scarce, the river becomes a critical gathering point for wildlife, and the predator-prey interactions are often dramatic. Further south, we come to one of the most surreal landscapes in Africa, the Makgadikgadi Salt Pans. Once part of a vast prehistoric lake, the Makgadikgadi Pans are now a series of sprawling salt flats that stretch for thousands of kilometers, creating an almost Luna-like environment. In the dry season, the Pans are a blindingly white desert, devoid of vegetation and seemingly lifeless. However, after the rains, the Pans are transformed into a temporary wetland, attracting large flocks of flamingos, pelicans, and other migratory birds. The shallow waters also draw herds of zebra and wildebeest, and the annual zebra migration across the Pans is one of the most dramatic wildlife spectacles in Africa. The Makgadikgadi Pans are also home to the unique and ancient San people, who have lived in this region for thousands of years. Visitors can learn about their traditional way of life, join bushwalks with local guides, and experience their deep knowledge of the desert and its wildlife. These interactions offer a glimpse into a way of life that has endured for millennia, despite the harsh conditions of the environment. The Makgadikgadi Pans are also home to the unique and ancient San people, who have lived in this region for thousands of years. Visitors can learn about their traditional way of life, join bushwalks with local guides, and experience their deep knowledge of the desert and its wildlife. These interactions offer a glimpse into a way of life that has endured for millennia, despite the harsh conditions of the environment. Zambia, a country of vast rivers, dramatic waterfalls, and abundant wildlife, offers some of the most authentic safari experiences in Africa. Known as the real Africa, Zambia is often overshadowed by its more famous neighbors, but for those willing to venture into its wild heart, it offers unparalleled beauty and adventure. From the mighty Victoria Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, to the untamed wilderness of the lower Zambezi and South Luangwa national parks, Zambia captures the spirit of the wild. Zambia, a country of vast rivers, dramatic waterfalls, and abundant wildlife, offers some of the most authentic safari experiences in Africa. Known as the real Africa, Zambia is often overshadowed by its more famous neighbors, but for those willing to venture into its wild heart, it offers unparalleled beauty and adventure. From the mighty Victoria Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, to the untamed wilderness of the lower Zambezi and South Luangwa national parks, Zambia captures the spirit of the wild. Our journey through Zambia begins with its most iconic landmark, Victoria Falls, known locally as Mosi-oa-Tunya, the smoke that thunders. Straddling the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is the largest curtain of falling water in the world, stretching over 1.7 kilometers wide and plunging more than 100 meters into the Zambezi Gorge below. Zambia, a country of vast rivers, dramatic waterfalls, and abundant wildlife, offers some of the most authentic safari experiences in Africa. Known as the real Africa, Zambia is often overshadowed by its more famous neighbors, but for those willing to venture into its wild heart, it offers unparalleled beauty and adventure. From the mighty Victoria Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, to the untamed wilderness of the lower Zambezi and South Luangwa national parks, Zambia captures the spirit of the wild. Victoria Falls is a place of extraordinary natural beauty. During the peak rainy season, more than 500 million cubic meters of water per minute flow over the edge, sending up a towering mist that can be seen from miles away. This dense cloud of spray creates a lush, rainforest-like microclimate on the Zambian side, where visitors can walk through paths lined with ferns and towering trees, surrounded by the constant roar of the falls. For the adventurous, there's the unforgettable experience of swimming in the Devil's Pool, a natural rock pool at the edge of the falls where brave visitors can literally swim inches from the drop-off, safely held in place by a rock ledge. Those seeking even more adrenaline can try whitewater rafting on the Zambezi River below, navigating some of the world's most thrilling rapids. Visitors to Victoria Falls can also experience the beauty of the Zambezi River from above. Helicopter flights, known as the Flight of Angels, offer an unparalleled view of the falls and the surrounding landscape. From the air, you can truly appreciate the sheer scale of this natural wonder, as the Zambezi River winds its way through the landscape before taking its dramatic plunge. From Victoria Falls, we travel downstream along the mighty Zambezi River to one of Zambia's most spectacular and remote national parks, the Lower Zambezi. This park, located on the northern banks of the river, is a true wilderness area where the rhythm of the river dictates the lives of its inhabitants. Lower Zambezi National Park is unique in that much of the safari experience here revolves around the river itself. Canoe safaris are one of the most thrilling and intimate ways to explore the park, allowing visitors to quietly drift along the Zambezi while watching wildlife along its banks. Hippos wallow in the shallows, crocodiles bask on sandbanks, and elephants, buffalo, and antelope come to the water's edge to drink and cool off. Fishing is another popular activity in the Lower Zambezi, with the river offering some of the best tiger fishing in Africa. Anglers from around the world come here to test their skills against these fierce, fast-swimming predators. Lower Zambezi is also known for its walking safaris, where experienced guides lead visitors on foot through the bush, offering a close encounter with nature. Walking safaris provide a completely different perspective on the landscape, allowing travelers to learn about the smaller details of the ecosystem, from animal tracks to plants used by local communities for traditional medicine. No visit to Zambia is complete without exploring the wildlife-rich South Luangwa National Park, often regarded as one of Africa's best-kept safari secrets. Nestled in the Luangwa Valley, this remote park is home to some of the highest concentrations of wildlife in Africa, particularly large predators such as lions, wild dogs, and the park's most famous resident, the elusive leopard. South Luangwa is often referred to as the Valley of the Leopard due to the exceptional sightings of these majestic big cats. Visitors to the park frequently spot leopards lounging in trees or on the prowl at dusk, making it one of the best places in Africa to witness these solitary predators in action. But the magic of South Luangwa doesn't stop with its predators. The park's diverse ecosystems, from riverine forests to open savannas, support a staggering array of wildlife. Large herds of elephants, buffalo, and hippos are commonly seen, while more than 400 species of birds, including carmine bee-eaters, saddle-billed storks, and fish eagles, make it a paradise for birdwatchers. Mozambique, with its stunning coastline stretching for over 2,500 kilometers along the Indian Ocean, offers some of the most pristine and unspoiled beaches in Africa. This vibrant country is home to picturesque archipelagos, bustling marine life, and a fascinating cultural blend of African, Arab, and Portuguese influences. From the coral reefs of the Quirimbas and Bazaruto Archipelagos to the wildlife-rich savannas of Gorongosa National Park and the historic charms of Ilha de Moçambique, Mozambique is a country full of beauty, history, and adventure. We begin our journey in the northern waters of Mozambique, in the Quirimbas Archipelago, a chain of 32 tropical islands that stretch along the coast from Pemba to the border with Tanzania. This remote and relatively untouched paradise is known for its stunning coral reefs, mangrove forests, and small fishing villages that have remained largely unchanged for centuries. The waters surrounding the Quirimbas are home to an extraordinary diversity of marine life, making it one of the best places in Africa for diving and snorkeling. Divers can explore vibrant coral gardens teeming with tropical fish, while the deeper channels attract larger species such as manta rays, dolphins, and even whale sharks. For those seeking adventure, sea kayaking through the mangroves offers an intimate way to experience the rich ecosystems of the islands. Traveling further south, we arrive at the Bazaruto Archipelago, another gem of Mozambique's coastline. Known for its spectacular white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and towering sand dunes, Bazaruto is often called the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. The archipelago is made up of 5 islands: Bazaruto, Benguela, Magarook, Santa Carolina, and Bang, each offering its own unique charm. Bazaruto Archipelago National Park, which encompasses the islands and surrounding waters, is a protected marine reserve known for its remarkable biodiversity. Snorkelers and divers can experience encounters with dugongs, one of the world's rarest marine mammals, as well as dolphins, turtles, and an array of vibrant reef fish. The archipelago's coral reefs are some of the best preserved in the world, making it a premier destination for underwater exploration. Bazaruto is not just for underwater adventurers. The islands are also perfect for those seeking relaxation and luxury. The archipelago boasts several high-end eco-lodges and resorts that offer a secluded, intimate escape from the world, with views of the Indian Ocean as far as the eye can see. Visitors can also enjoy activities like horseback riding along the beach, sunset dhow cruises, and guided nature walks through the island's sand dunes and coastal forests. Quirimbas' diverse landscapes, ranging from open savannas and floodplains to rainforests and rivers, are home to a wide variety of wildlife. Visitors can spot lions, elephants, hippos, and antelope, as well as more elusive species such as leopards and wild dogs. The park is also a birdwatcher's paradise, with over 500 species of birds, including the majestic African fish eagle and the rare green-headed oriole, found only in the forests around Mount Mulanje. No journey through Mozambique is complete without a visit to Ilha de Moçambique, a tiny island steeped in history and culture. Once the capital of Portuguese East Africa, Ilha de Moçambique was a key hub in the Indian Ocean trade routes for centuries, connecting Africa with Arabia, India, and Europe. Today, the island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its blend of African, Arab, and Portuguese architecture and culture. Ilha de Moçambique's stone town, with its narrow streets, grand colonial buildings, and ancient mosques, feels like a living museum. Visitors can explore the island's historic forts, including the imposing fort of São Sebastião, one of the oldest European-built fortifications in Africa, or visit the Church of Santo Antonio, a beautifully preserved 16th-century Catholic church. Beyond its history, Ilha de Moçambique offers a relaxed, island atmosphere. Traditional dhow boats still sail from its shores, and local markets buzz with activity, selling fresh seafood, spices, and handmade crafts. The island's mix of cultures is reflected in its music, food, and daily life, making it a fascinating place to explore and experience. Ilha de Moçambique's stone town, with its narrow streets, grand colonial buildings, and ancient mosques, feels like a living museum. Visitors can explore the island's historic forts, including the imposing fort of São Sebastião, one of the oldest European-built fortifications in Africa, or visit the Church of Santo Antonio, a beautifully preserved 16th-century Catholic church. Mozambique is a country of contrasts and surprises. From the vibrant underwater world of its coral reefs to the historic streets of Ilha de Moçambique, this country offers travelers the chance to experience both natural beauty and cultural richness. It's a place where adventure meets relaxation, where the past and present coexist, and where every corner of the coastline reveals a new discovery. For those who seek off-the-beaten-path destinations, Mozambique offers an escape to paradise, where unspoiled beaches, warm hospitality, and a rich cultural heritage leave a lasting impression. Whether you come for the marine life, the history, or the untouched wilderness, Mozambique is a country that captures the heart and soul. Ilha de Moçambique's stone town, with its narrow streets, grand colonial buildings, and ancient mosques, feels like a living museum. Visitors can explore the island's historic forts, including the imposing fort of São Sebastião, one of the oldest European-built fortifications in Africa, or visit the Church of Santo Antonio, a beautifully preserved 16th-century Catholic church. Lesotho, often called the Mountain Kingdom, is a small but stunningly beautiful country completely surrounded by South Africa. Nestled in the heart of the Drakensberg Mountains, this high-altitude kingdom offers some of the most dramatic landscapes in southern Africa. From snow-capped peaks and winding mountain passes to traditional Basotho villages and untouched wilderness, Lesotho is a land of rugged beauty, ancient history, and warm hospitality. For those who seek off-the-beaten-path destinations, Mozambique offers an escape to paradise, where unspoiled beaches, warm hospitality, and a rich cultural heritage leave a lasting impression. Whether you come for the marine life, the history, or the untouched wilderness, Mozambique is a country that captures the heart and soul. Ilha de Moçambique's stone town, with its narrow streets, grand colonial buildings, and ancient mosques, feels like a living museum. Visitors can explore the island's historic forts, including the imposing fort of São Sebastião, one of the oldest European-built fortifications in Africa, or visit the Church of Santo Antonio, a beautifully preserved 16th-century Catholic church. Lesotho is the only country in the world entirely above 1,000 meters in elevation, and the Drakensberg Mountains form the dramatic backbone of the nation. Known locally as the Barrier of Spears for their sharp, towering peaks, these mountains create some of the most breathtaking vistas on the continent. The Maloti Mountains, a sub-range of the Drakensberg, stretch across the country, offering endless opportunities for hiking, horseback riding, and exploration. One of the most popular ways to explore Lesotho's mountainous terrain is by embarking on a pony trek. The Basotho pony, a small but sturdy breed adapted to the rugged environment, has been a traditional mode of transport in Lesotho for centuries. Riding through the mountains on these sure-footed ponies, travelers can experience the remote beauty of the highlands, passing traditional Basotho villages, waterfalls, and ancient rock art sites. The Drakensberg Mountains are also home to some of the world's most important rock art sites, with thousands of ancient paintings created by the San people who lived in these mountains for millennia. These paintings, found in caves and rock shelters throughout the region, depict animals, hunting scenes, and spiritual rituals, providing a window into the lives of the San and their deep connection to the land. One of the most thrilling ways to enter Lesotho is via the legendary Sani Pass, a steep and winding mountain road that climbs to an elevation of 2,876 meters, making it one of the highest road passes in southern Africa. Often referred to as the Roof of Africa, Sani Pass connects South Africa with Lesotho and offers a challenging yet rewarding adventure for those willing to brave its hairpin turns and rugged terrain. The ascent to the top of Sani Pass is a journey through spectacular landscapes, with panoramic views of the Drakensberg Mountains on either side. For those traveling by 4x4 or mountain bike, the road provides an exhilarating ride, with the reward of reaching the summit and visiting the highest pub in Africa, where travelers can relax with a cold drink while soaking in the stunning mountain vistas. Selebathebe National Park, located in the remote highlands of Lesotho, is one of the country's most beautiful and least visited treasures. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, which forms part of the larger Maloti Drakensberg Park, is a haven for hikers, nature lovers, and anyone seeking peace and solitude in one of Africa's most pristine wildernesses. Thieves landscapes are characterized by rolling grasslands, rugged mountains, and unique sandstone rock formations that have been shaped by wind and water over millennia. During the summer months, the park is covered in a blanket of wildflowers, creating a colorful tapestry that contrasts with the deep blue skies and towering peaks. The park is also home to a rich variety of wildlife, including herds of eland and other antelope, as well as rare bird species such as the bearded vulture and the critically endangered Cape vulture. The park's isolation and lack of human development have allowed these species to thrive, making it a vital conservation area in southern Africa. Thaba Bosiu, meaning Mountain of the Night, is one of the most important historical and cultural sites in Lesotho. This flat-topped mountain, located near the capital city of Maseru, is where King Moshoeshoe established his stronghold in the early 19th century, and from here, he united the Basotho people into a single nation. Today, Thaba Bosiu is considered the birthplace of the Basotho nation and a symbol of Lesotho's independence and resilience. The mountain was chosen for its natural defensive advantages. Its steep cliffs made it nearly impossible for enemies to capture. Under King Moshoeshoe's leadership, Thaba Bosiu became a powerful stronghold that successfully resisted invasions by both the Zulu and the Boers. Visitors to Thaba Bosiu can hike to the summit, where the ruins of Moshoeshoe's village, including stone walls, graves, and other structures, can still be seen. Thaba Bosiu is not only a place of historical significance but also a spiritual one. Many Basotho consider it a sacred site, and it is the final resting place of King Moshoeshoe, whose grave is located on the mountain's summit alongside the graves of other Basotho kings. The site serves as a powerful reminder of Lesotho's rich history and the strength and unity of its people. Lesotho is not only a land of mountains but also a land of waterfalls. The most famous of these is Malawi Falls, one of the highest single-drop waterfalls in Africa. Located near the town of Samankan, Malawi Falls plunges 192 meters into a deep gorge, creating a powerful spectacle of nature. For the adventurous, the area offers the opportunity to abseil down the cliffside, an exhilarating way to experience the waterfall's majesty. In winter, Lesotho transforms into a snowy wonderland. The country's high altitude and mountainous terrain mean that it regularly receives snowfall during the winter months, making it one of the few places in Africa where travelers can ski and snowboard. Afri-Ski Mountain Resort, located in the Maloti Mountains, is a popular destination for winter sports enthusiasts, offering a unique alpine experience in the heart of southern Africa. Lesotho is a place of profound beauty, where rugged mountains meet rich cultural traditions and ancient history. From the towering peaks of the Drakensberg to the quiet villages where life moves at a slower pace, this mountain kingdom offers a journey into both the past and the present. It's a land of adventure, of heritage, and of resilience. In Lesotho, travelers can experience the warmth of the Basotho people, the thrill of exploring remote, untouched wilderness, and the quiet majesty of its highlands. Whether you come for the mountains, the culture, or the history, Lesotho will leave a lasting imprint on your heart and soul. Nestled between South Africa and Mozambique, the small kingdom of Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, is a land rich in cultural heritage and natural beauty. Despite its size, Eswatini offers travelers an incredible diversity of experiences, from vibrant cultural festivals and traditional Swazi village life to game reserves teeming with wildlife and stunning mountain landscapes. Known for its warm hospitality and commitment to preserving its traditions, Eswatini is a hidden gem in southern Africa, waiting to be discovered. Eswatini is a kingdom deeply rooted in its cultural traditions, and its people are proud of their rich heritage, which is celebrated through vibrant festivals, music, and dance. One of the most important and iconic events in the Swazi cultural calendar is the annual Umlanga, or Reed Dance, which takes place every August. During this week-long celebration, thousands of unmarried Swazi women gather from across the kingdom to pay tribute to the Queen Mother by presenting her with freshly cut reeds, which are used to repair the royal residence. The Reed Dance is a celebration of unity, purity, and cultural pride, and it draws both locals and visitors alike. The young women, dressed in colorful traditional attire, perform intricate dances accompanied by the rhythmic beat of drums, while the royal family and chiefs look on. The festival is a unique opportunity for travelers to witness one of Africa's last remaining monarchies in action and to experience Swazi culture at its most vibrant. Another major cultural event is the Nkwala, or kingship ceremony, which is held in December and January. This sacred ritual celebrates the first fruits of the harvest and reaffirms the strength and unity of the Swazi nation under the leadership of the king. The Nkwala is a deeply spiritual event, marked by traditional dances, songs, and the symbolic tasting of the first fruits by the king. For nature enthusiasts, Eswatini offers a wealth of wildlife experiences. One of the best places to explore the country's natural beauty is Mlolwane Wildlife Sanctuary, located in the heart of the Ezowini Valley, also known as the Valley of Heaven. As Eswatini's oldest protected area, Mlolwane is a pioneering example of conservation in the kingdom, and it provides visitors with the chance to experience the country's wildlife in a peaceful, accessible environment. Mlolwane is not a traditional Big Five game reserve, but it is home to a wide variety of wildlife, including zebras, warthogs, hippos, and several species of antelope. One of the highlights of a visit to Mlolwane is the opportunity to explore the sanctuary on foot, by mountain bike, or even on horseback, providing a more intimate and eco-friendly way to experience the African bush. The sanctuary's picturesque landscape is dominated by rolling hills, open savannas, and a network of trails that wind through forests and along rivers. Birdwatchers will find plenty to marvel at, with over 350 species of birds recorded in Mlolwane, including the striking fish eagle, which can often be seen perched near the park's hippo-filled dams. For travelers seeking a more traditional safari experience, Plain Royal National Park offers the chance to see Eswatini's Big Five: elephants, rhinos, lions, leopards, and buffalo. Located in the northeastern part of the country, Plain is the largest game reserve in Eswatini and has a special connection to the Swazi monarchy, as it was once the royal hunting grounds of the Swazi kings. Plain is particularly known for its population of white rhinos, and visitors are almost guaranteed to spot these majestic creatures up close, often at the park's waterholes. The park's open landscapes, dotted with acacia trees and thornbush, make it ideal for wildlife viewing, and guided game drives offer the chance to see elephants, giraffes, and lions in their natural habitat. Plain also has an important focus on conservation, and visitors can learn about ongoing efforts to protect the park's rhinos from poaching. The park's conservation programs are supported by ecotourism, with revenue generated from safari activities contributing to the protection of Eswatini's wildlife for future generations. Eswatini is also a land of skilled artisans, and one of the most unique cultural experiences in the kingdom is a visit to Ngwenya Glass, a renowned glassblowing factory located near the country's western border. Ngwenya Glass has gained international fame for its eco-friendly approach to glassmaking, using 100% recycled glass to create stunning hand-blown glassware and sculptures. Visitors to the factory can watch as skilled craftsmen and women shape molten glass into environmental education, making it a model for eco-conscious businesses in southern Africa. Known as the warm heart of Africa, Malawi is a small but vibrant country that offers visitors a mix of stunning natural beauty, rich cultural traditions, and some of the friendliest people you will ever meet. Dominated by the vast waters of Lake Malawi, this landlocked country is a paradise for those seeking adventure, wildlife, and relaxation. From the sandy beaches and crystal-clear waters of Lake Malawi to the wildlife-packed reserves of Laiwan National Park and the towering heights of Mulanje Mountain, Malawi is a destination that promises diverse experiences and unforgettable moments. Our journey begins at the heart of Malawi, Lake Malawi, a shimmering inland sea that covers nearly a third of the country. This vast freshwater lake, one of the largest in Africa, stretches over 560 kilometers from north to south, offering crystal-clear waters, golden beaches, and some of the best freshwater diving in the world. Often referred to as the Lake of Stars, due to the twinkling lights of fishing boats that surface at night, Lake Malawi is the perfect place to relax, explore, and reconnect with nature. Lake Malawi is home to a remarkable variety of aquatic life, including more than 1,000 species of fish, most notably the brightly colored cichlids that are found nowhere else on Earth. Snorkeling and diving in these clear waters reveal a kaleidoscope of color as fish dart among the rocky underwater landscapes. For those looking to stay above water, kayaking, sailing, and paddleboarding are popular ways to explore the lake's many islands and hidden coves. For wildlife enthusiasts, Malawi offers some incredible safari experiences, and one of the best places to see the country's diverse animal life is Laiwan National Park. Situated along the banks of the Shire River, Laiwan is a lush, green oasis in southern Malawi, home to elephants, hippos, crocodiles, and a wide variety of bird species. Over the past decade, the park has undergone a remarkable transformation, with reintroduction programs helping to restore populations of cheetahs, lions, and black rhinos. Laiwan's unique landscape, which combines riverine forests, grassy floodplains, and dense woodlands, makes it one of the most diverse and picturesque parks in Malawi. Game drives, boat safaris, and walking safaris are all available, offering visitors the chance to see wildlife from different perspectives. A boat safari along the Shire River is a particularly magical experience, as visitors can quietly glide past herds of elephants and pods of hippos, watching as they interact with the water and the surrounding environment. Laiwan is also a birdwatcher's paradise, with over 400 species of birds recorded in the park. Visitors can spot everything from the majestic African fish eagle to colorful kingfishers, bee-eaters, and the rare Pell's fishing owl. The park's success in restoring its wildlife populations and promoting ecotourism has made it a symbol of conservation in Malawi, and it continues to be a highlight for travelers seeking an intimate safari experience. For those who love mountain adventures, Malawi's towering Mount Mulanje offers an unforgettable experience. Known as the island in the sky, this massive granite massif rises dramatically from the surrounding plains, with its highest peak, Sapatwa, reaching over 3,000 meters. Mulanje's rugged beauty, lush forests, and rushing waterfalls make it a paradise for hikers and climbers, offering some of the most spectacular trekking routes in Africa.